You're covering the Jurat, also known as a verification upon oath or affirmation, the critical topic for the Arizona Notary Public Examination. A jurat is a notarial act where a signer personally appears before you, is properly identified, signs the document in your presence, and swears or affirms that the statements within the document are true and correct. This act is commonly required for affidavits, depositions, and other written statements made under penalty of perjury. The most significant point of failure on the exam and in practice is confusing a jurat with an acknowledgment. For an acknowledgment, the signer can sign the document before meeting you. Their appearance is to acknowledge that they willingly signed it. For a jurat, the law is absolute. The signer must physically sign the document in your presence. An exam question might present a scenario where an attorney brings you an affidavit their client signed yesterday. You must refuse to perform the jurat. The only correct procedure is for the client to appear before you and sign the document again. Another common exam trap involves incomplete documents. Arizona revised statutes, specifically ARS Section 41-328, strictly prohibit performing a jurat on a document that has blank spaces. The signer is swearing to the truthfulness of the entire document, so every line must be filled in or marked as not applicable before you can proceed. The core of the jurat is administering the oath or affirmation. This is a verbal ceremony that must be performed. You will ask the signer to raise their hand and ask, "Do you solemnly swear or affirm, under penalty of perjury, that the statements in this document are true and correct?" The signer must provide a direct, affirmative response, like "I do" or "yes." A simple nod is insufficient. The exam may test your knowledge of the correct procedure and the importance of this verbal commitment. Be prepared to identify the correct notarial certificate wording for a jurat. It will contain the phrase, "subscribed and sworn to or affirmed before me," which is distinct from acknowledgment language. The Arizona exam will also test your knowledge of fees. Under state law, the maximum fee you can charge for a single notarial act, including a jurat, is $10. Knowing this specific amount is crucial. Here is a simple mental shortcut to remember the key steps for a jurat. Think PSO. The signer must be personally present. They must SIG in your presence, and you must administer an oath, PSO. This mnemonic helps separate it from an acknowledgement and reinforces the strict, unbendable requirements for this important notarial act, as defined under ARS Section 41-313. Your journal entry for a jurat is also critical and must include the date, a description of the document, the signer's printed name, address, and signature, how you identified them, and the fee charged. The exam will expect you to know that meticulous record-keeping is a legal requirement for every notarial act you perform. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.